Ever wondered how a hit K-drama sounds in Mandarin? These 10 remakes keep the plots you love, swap in local twists, and turn familiar tales brand new. Let's count them down. Late rent, shared Wi-Fi, and one leaky roof throw 5 very different students under the same Shanghai address. Only then does youth begin to cook. First in the kitchen is bright chatterbox Chen Chen. Right behind her marches no-nonsense Han Yitong, thrift master Ni Jin, timid acting major Lin Xiaochun, and final year powerhouse Zhang Shengnan. At first, every day sparks a squabble. Whose instant noodles boiled dry? Who left makeup on the couch? Which blind date was a total scam? But real life hits harder than roommate woes. A stalker ex shadows the block. Family debts pile up, and a toxic part-time boss pushes lines too far. The comedy slows, hearts race, and 5 near strangers decide they're safer standing shoulder to shoulder than hiding in separate rooms. Group chat emojis flash across the screen. Late-night hot pot steam fogs the windows, and each crisis turns into a lesson on boundaries, mental health, and believing you deserve better. Adapted from Korea's Age of Youth, the remake trades soju runs for electric scooter rides along the Bund and swaps K-pop references for non-stop WeChat pings from hovering parents. Warm, upbeat, yet honest about the rough edges of early adulthood, Youth is the drama to queue up when you want laughs, real talk, and proof that friends you choose can feel closer than family you're born with. Moonlit palace intrigue collides with selfie-bright Beijing streets when imperial scholar Gong Ming, Jingboran, slips through time in love through a millennium. China's spin on Korean favorite queen In Hyun's man. One enchanted jade pendant yanks him from the Eastern Han court, where he's fighting to restore the deposed empress, straight into a modern film set. There he meets rising actress Lin Xiangxiang, Zheng Shuang, who, by cosmic joke, is playing that very empress in a TV drama. Cue culture shock. Sword-wielding Gong Ming trades scrolls for smartphones and learns traffic lights the hard way, while Xiangxiang coaches him through latte orders and paparazzi ambushes. Their easy chemistry turns mission into romance. But time keeps snapping back. Each jump drags Gong Ming toward looming coups at court and leaves Xiangxiang racing downtown alleyways, hunting the pendant that can bring him home alive. For anyone curious how a beloved Korean time travel romance looks in Mandarin, Love Through a Millennium delivers heart, humor, and one very durable jade pendant.
心里有一点别扭，不过现在对我而言，工作是最重要的，个人情绪跟工作相比根本不值得一提。
Glass walls, ringing phones, zero mercy. The Ordinary Glory drops rookie Sun Yi Chu, Bai Jingting, into a Shanghai trading firm with no finance background and one unlikely ally. Grumpy team leader Wu Keiji, Mark Chow. China's remake of K-drama hit Missing Incomplete Life keeps the soul of the original. A former Go prodigy learning office chess, and a worn-down mentor betting his career on the kid no one else wants. Spreadsheets crash, clients bark, and copy room hazing never stops. Yet Yi Q's sharp instincts turn small openings into surprise wins. Each late-night takeout run tightens the bond between intern and boss as they push back against cutthroat rivals and impossible targets. Quick, grounded, and painfully relatable, the drama shows how ordinary desks can forge extraordinary grit and proves that survival in the corporate arena sometimes starts with one person who refuses to let you fail. Fans of Missing will feel right at home. Newcomers will see the most honest 9-to-5 story China's offered in years. A battered flip phone lights up with a call from 1998. An unknown number turns that single ring into a race across 2 decades. Tough present-day detective Hee Jun, Li Xiaoran, teams with eager profiler Gu Mingjae, Wang Tianchen. When Gu finds the phone, its only contact is Chao Zheng, Du Chun, a detective who vanished 20 years ago and is now speaking from the week a serial killer first struck. China's answer to the K-drama signal keeps the hook simple. One case file spans 2 clocks. Each midnight call swaps clues, license plates, missing witnesses, hidden evidence, reshaping cold cases that once felt hopeless. But every small fix in 1998 twists Heejun's present. Suspects reappear, allies turn crooked, and the station's brass panic at crimes they suddenly can't explain. Fast pacing, low-light interrogation rooms, and tension you can hear in the phone's static keep the thriller mood sharp, while flashes of dark humor, Gu yelling at a 1990s ringtone commercial that keeps interrupting, let you breathe. Under the grim puzzles sits a warm core. 3 detectives, split by time, fighting the same fight because justice shouldn't expire with the calendar. A routine ER shift shatters into ink and panel lines, and the next stop W yanks trainee doctor Wu Yanzhu, Zhao Yaoke, straight into her dad's hit webcomic. Inside those splash pages, she meets gun-toting hero Jiang Jie, Brian Chang, a suave crime fighter who's never questioned the borders of his printed city until a real-world stranger lands on his roof. Comic book physics collide with medical common sense. Yanzhu patches bullet wounds that erase with a page turn, while Jiang Jie learns touchscreens and takeaway coffee between high-speed chases. Each time the villain shifts the plot, a portal pops, hurling Yanzhu back to her hospital for 11 panic-packed minutes before the story yanks her in again. She soon realizes the only way home, for good, is to solve the murder mystery that kicked off the series and keep Jiang Jie alive long enough to reach the last panel. China's mini-drama remake of K-Phenomenon W. Two Worlds keeps the core thrills but speeds them into 24 snack-size episodes, about 11 minutes each. Expect quick cuts, tongue-in-cheek comic captions, and a romance that sparks the moment ink meets skin.
下次不要在我面前说别的男生帅啊。
One judo slam meets a record-breaking dive, and So It's You launches a feel-good race between mat and pool. Rising judoka Yuan Lai, Luo Yu Tong, may crush opponents, yet she melts for plush toys. Ex-swim prodigy Jiang Gunan, Derek Chang, masks old trauma behind Icy Cool. Their first clash, over a lost medal and an accidental hip toss, ignites rivalry that flips into spark-flying teamwork. Late-night dumpling runs, goofy training bets, and shoulder-to-shoulder rehab sessions echo the K-drama weightlifting fairy Kim Bok-ju. This remake salutes, while swapping barbells for judo mats and sunlit Guangzhou lanes. Yuan Lai's bulldog grit drags Gunan back into competition. His steady focus helps her harness power without injury. As medals stack up, strict parents, viral scandals, and looming graduation threaten to pull them apart. But believing in each other proves the strongest move of all. Bright, breezy, and pulsing with pop beats that match pounding hearts, So It's You shows first love can smell like chlorine, tiger balm, and victory rolled into one. Dive in. The water and the mat never looked sweeter. A fake raffle swipes Luo Tianran's beach house, and superstar Jin Zeyi walks in with the deed, ready to hide from nosy fans. Midsummer is full of love. China's take on K-drama hit Full House starts with two strangers forced to share one roof and zero patience. Tianran is a broke, sunny songwriter who refuses to move out. Zeyi is a chart-topping idol who can't risk bad press. Their answer? A contract marriage. She stays, he gets a normal life cover story. Chore charts turn into water fight battles. Loud demo tracks clash with his diva sleep schedule. And yet somewhere between midnight noodle runs and quick fixes for paparazzi, real feelings sneak in. The remake trades 2000s flip phones for buzzing fan apps and sets the romance against bright coastal shots instead of tropical islands. But the cozy charm remains. Childhood friends who meddle, a jealous stylist with scissors sharper than her side eye, and enough slapstick moments to keep you smiling. A school bus crash leaves 12-year-old Zhang Xia with an eerie gift. He can hear people's thoughts. Fast forward 10 years and no secrets, China's spin on Korean hit I Hear Your Voice throws that mind-reading power straight into attorney Lin Xingran's messy caseload. Xingran, Qi Wei, is broke, blunt, and sick of defending clients who lie for a living. Zhang Xia, Jin Han, now a law grad, shows up as her intern and walking lie detector. He still remembers the day she helped him after the crash. She has no clue who he is. Together they chase justice, shutting down a stalker, unmasking a bribed witness, and matching wits with a killer just released on parole. Every case tests Zhang Xia's secret. Read minds, fix problems, but never let the court find out. Late-night noodle runs turn into strategy sessions. The truth buried in people's heads proves messier than any evidence file, and slow-burn romance sparks between cynic and idealist. Simple, sharp, and easy to binge. No Secrets asks, if you could hear every hidden thought, would you still believe in love? Or would you fight even harder to protect it? A midnight text from the ex she swore she'd forgotten jolts designer Xia Tian, Janice Wu, out of her tidy life, and Discovery of Romance begins China's take on the famous Korean love triangle drama. Current boyfriend Guan Xin, Yang Bingzhuo, a soft-spoken cosmetic surgeon, looks perfect on paper, but when orphanage little sister Lu Shi re-enters his world, old promises tug him sideways. Meanwhile, charismatic entrepreneur Xu Zehao, Qin Junji, barrels back, determined to win Xia Tian with nostalgia, jokes, and a dozen half-finished apologies. Flashbacks show their college highs and brutal breakup lows, letting us see why Xia Tian's heart can't label the past simply good or bad. Voiceover asides and fourth-wall winks keep things light, even as feelings tangle. One day, she's laughing over junk shop chairs with Zehao. The next, she's trading blueprint sketches for coffee dates with Guan Xin, wondering whose future vision fits her own. The remake keeps the Korean original's frank talk about messy 30-something love, but swaps Seoul rooftops for Shenzhen lofts and adds a best friend chorus that drops advice through non-stop group chat pings. It asks the question every adult dodges: choose comfortable stability, chase electric history, or risk standing alone to figure yourself out first. Bouncing a rent check down a Beijing alley, debt-swamped Gao Xing chops her hair, stuffs her ID in her sock, and skids into Prince Coffee Lab, China's shot-for-shot remake of K-drama classic Coffee Prince. The cafe's rule is simple: handsome male staff only. So owner Jiang Shangwu, Yang Lei, sizes up the wiry newcomer, grins, and hires him on the spot, never guessing he drinks bubble tea to hide a soprano pitch. What starts as a paycheck hustle spirals into latte foam warfare. Gao Xing juggles latte art drills, overnight shifts, and the daily panic of keeping bandages taped over her pierced ears. Shangwu, a born troubleshooter with espresso instead of blood, builds a bromance with his new barista. Jaw drops included when feelings crash the no romance, no girls rulebook. Meanwhile, rival cafes poach beans, investors hover, and a cameo from original Coffee Prince star Yoon Eun-hae winks at fans of the 2007 hit. For viewers craving a familiar brew served with Chinese crema, Prince Coffee Lab pours comfort and caffeine in equal shots. And that's it for today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe and press that like button for more amazing content like this. See you in the next one.